Yo, J Maya with another video. It's another late night. What time is it? It's about 3 something in the morning. I don't sleep at night no more. It's hot as a mug up in here too, man. My air conditioner's not working right. I don't know what's wrong with it. So it's hot up in here. I came in the house and just been sweating, dog. And it's not even that hot outside. I don't know what's up. I gotta go look at my AC tomorrow. Hopefully somebody didn't break it like everything else that I've had to deal with around here, just breaking and falling and messing up. And being vandalized. It wears on you, dog. It wears on you for real. Getting followed on the highway and people gaslight you, lying to you constantly, playing you, acting like they your friend and they ain't. So, but yo, this is what my message is tonight. I want to talk about real TIs versus fake ass TIs. Lord, forgive my language. Yo, it's like this, man. The majority of people out here on these channels and that are in your comments, if you're a real TI, they fake, man. They ain't real. They part of the problem. They is people you know, man, making up fake accounts. Look at them when they comment. Look at their accounts. They'll have no videos, no subscribers, or they'll have a few followers with no videos. Why are you going to follow somebody that doesn't have a single video? So it's just a network maybe of themselves or with other people that are there so they can for whatever reason they connect. I don't know why they do all that, but they can pass messages somehow through playlists and other things like that. They can have their playlist and have hidden messages through their playlists, things that mean something to them. There's all sorts of ways these jokers communicate, and I'll talk to you about that here. Maybe not in this video, but maybe. How you know, man, a real TI versus a fake TI? I'm gonna tell it like this. What we're going through is hell, dog. It ain't cool, man. We're going through some serious, real torture and struggle, mental fight fight for our life, for stability, man. It's got a spiritual ramification to it. It's absolute confusion and chaos, and it's hard to keep up with. It's hard to know what's going on, and you constantly in a battle. And you're exhausted mentally. You're fatigued. You're tired, man. You're short on patience. You don't have a whole lot of mercy left, man. And you're beat up. You can look at them. Your life is beating up on you. You know what I'm saying? Look at me, man. Do I look like somebody that's faking going through torture to you? Look at me, man. I'm struggling. I'm struggling for my life. And, you know, the people on these videos, man, that don't have it all together, they're probably more likely the people that you can trust. The ones that are confused and seem halfway out of their mind, because that's what this does to you. Constant psychological warfare or spiritual demonic warfare against you is going to break you down, man. You know? And these are people probably that are, most of them are struggling with sin in their life, man. They probably have something big they wrestling with, man. They in a big trial. They're wrestling with something heavy, you know what I'm saying? And just like I said, I'm constantly wrestling with something heavy, man. But the people that act like they got it all together and they have it all the answers and they can tell you everything that's happening and going on, come on, man. Then, damn, they smarter than everybody. They just seem to have all the answers packaged up real easy. But when you listen to them and you start befriending them, watch what happens. Watch what happens. See how they treat you. They will act one way up front, man, like they're your friend, and they won't do no follow through. They ain't there for you. They ain't responding to you. They will gaslight you. They will straight narcissist you, man. I can't say that about everyone. There might be some TIs that have it together. There might really be some that know what's going on and have it. But, you know, when you start calling them out, when you say something to them, start rebuking them in Jesus' name. Start saying some things to them in Jesus' name or Yeshua name. See how they respond, man. You'll see some, man, if you call them out on something, man, for what they are, they'll respond to you with something nasty like STFU means shut the F up. Or I called one out the other day. I forgot her name. I wish I had it here in me, man, so I could tell you what the fake channel is. Anyway, when I called her out on her stuff or whatever, she said, somebody's bitter. And then she goes, ah, ha, 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 ha. Yo, man, who's going to be laughing at somebody else that's suffering and struggling, man? Even if people was just wrestling with mental health, which some of my issues might be, man, I've had 16 concussions, homie. For real. That's why this is truly not fair, man. Because I got people targeting me, man. I'm already a disabled person, dog. I'm already struggling, man. I'm already trying to keep it together. I'm already medicated. I'm already in a battle. I already served, man, this country. I gave 16 and a half years of my life up, man. Didn't walk for 3 years, man. Then they had me on pain medications for all that time. They took me off all at once, man. My heart almost failed. I started having hallucinations. I saw people walking in the walls that didn't exist, and I almost died. Had to call an ambulance. Thank you, U.S. government, man. I've had these niggas, I've had them experiment on me, man, with a super soldier program, giving me serratia virus, which almost killed me. Then giving me different strains of different viruses to see what antibodies that I could build up and how my immunity is built up from having survived serratia. Then they gave me experimental drugs that gave me osteoporosis. It made my bones. I'm a 40-year-old man with the bones of an 80-year-old man. They're brittle and they break. I've had 3 hip surgeries. I've got 5 discs in my back that are messed up, vertebrae. I've broken my arm in 2 places. I've got fractures, and I've got my fake hip that I had replaced, man. I had another 2 millimeter fracture. It fell out. I need another replacement. They won't give me one. They won't do anything for me. They want to see me suffer, man. They just want to see me in pain. They won't even give me pain medications. They won't do nothing for me, man. I'm suffering. They're torturing me, man. They've been torturing me for a long time, man. You know, when my medication, when I felt like it wasn't doing what I needed to do, they won't do nothing for you. They'll just tell you to come back next month. See you next month, buddy. You got 1 in 3 veterans killing themselves. Why? Because of this, man. They being tortured. Veterans is a big target group, man, because we're disposable. You can throw us away, man. Nobody gives a shit. We serve you. We serve for you. We gave our lives away. We gave the years and our health away. And once you're done, they don't want to pay you. You got to fight for every benefit you get. You got to fight for your health care. You got to fight for your benefits. You got to fight for your money. You got to fight to stay alive, man. And once you do fight and you win those battles to stay alive, then they want to kill you so they can take it all away, because that's the only way that they can win then. So after you fought and won all your battles with them, the last thing they want to take is your life, man. I told these niggas I wasn't participating no more. I wasn't going to be an experiment on no more. They've also tested swine flu vaccine on me, a bunch of other stuff, man. Now I got all sorts of problems, man. This was declassified information, man. It caused antisocial personality disorder, man. I struggle from that too, man. I can't be around people anymore. I can't get counseling. I can't get good care. I got to shrink, man. But you get thrown in and thrown out with update. Just real quick, what's your meds? All they do is refill your meds. That's all they do, man. They don't talk to you. They don't want to find out what's going on with you. I've gone in there trying with problems, serious problems, feeling bad, man, having some serious things going on, and nobody wants to help you. They ain't here to help you. They want to see you dead. So being a targeted individual ain't nothing different that I've dealt with, man, for a long time now. Not being able to walk, not being able to. I mean, there's so much problems I've dealt with, man, being in the U.S. military. Now they just want me dead, and now I got these perps on my channels coming up here saying, you sound like a perp. You sound like a fake this and that. I'm like, man, bump y'all. Forget y'all. I know what I am. These people out here that are real know who I am. I ain't no liar like your fake ass. Like you coming up here and your whole hobby is demonic. You're a demon, man. You coming around harassing people, man, saying things. I just had somebody on my channel said, you trying to make TIs look crazy. If you have nothing better to do with your life, blah, 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 blah. Then she's trying to be like I'm doing this on purpose. Man, I might make some crazy videos. That might be true. Because I'm getting disoriented, man, from being tortured and getting any sleep, having people in my place making noises all night. I just had the dude in next door, man, cruise up with a freaking no tailpipes on his car going boom, 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 boom. Every night at 3 o'clock, I get a motorcycle down there. They flip their lights on. I get somebody banging on the door in the middle of the night every day night. My alarm system and my cameras go off on my phone waking me up. What else? I got doors popping open on their own. I get hit with chest pains in the middle of the night. Sometimes I can't breathe, man. You know, shoot. I mean, you get disoriented, man. So yeah, you might make some crazy things because we're human. We're human beings dealing with being tortured, man, being attacked on all fronts, and nobody believes us. Or we've been sold out and lied to. You got community watch groups watching us, police following us. And what the hell have we done to anybody, man? What have we done, man? You know, the same people talking shit about me, man. I created a food bank and created a food run in my hometown. Have you? Did you create a food bank? Did you create a food one? I created a Christian fellowship at a college, man, that ran for, like 20 years. Have you done that? Have you created a Christian fellowship at a college that's run for 20 years? I helped start several churches, man, that are still running. Have you founded any churches? Have you founded multiple churches? Have you done that? For real, man. I got sponsorships going for children in Africa, man. That we had something like, I don't know, starting out with like 30 sponsorships or something like that, man. One I sponsored from the time he was a child, like 5 years old until he was 18. And I got many other children sponsored that would be alive today because of that help, man. Have you done that? Have you done that? Am I good? I'm not a good person either, man. Just doing what the basic necessities of things to do, man. The basic necessity of being a citizen of the world. I've done probably more wrong than good, but at least I've tried to do some good, man. But you want here saying bad things about me and knocking me down because you just want to kick me when I'm down. You want to kick me when I'm at my lowest part because you're evil. Because you're evil. You know what? I love you too. I love you even though you're evil. I pray this, man. I pray return to you 100-fold because all that persecution and difficulty, man, it is for my blessing because it turns me to be fearful of God and turn to him and keep trying to reach for him, man, and not give up. So I pray that it comes back to you. That torment, I pray that it comes back to you. All these witches on here, I pray that all your spells be returned back to you. And I pray that it leads you to repentance and a changed heart and a changed life and a bowed knee before the Holy One, before the Most High. So that's what I pray. So that's a prayer of love for you. Because if I hated you, I'd want to see you go down to Sheol. And I don't, man. I don't want to see nobody go, except for pedophiles. Pedophiles, you can go. Y'all can all go. Jesus is going to have to change my heart on that one because I don't think anything's wrong with not loving pedophiles, man. I can't love them. I can't do it. God hasn't asked me to, man. He hasn't put a pedophile in my life that I have to love. So God's not, the word said he's not able to put more on me than I can bear. And that's probably more than I can bear because that's just too far gone, man. That's just, I can't love those people, man. I can pray for their souls. Maybe I can't even do that. I need God's grace to do that. But, man, all these people saying things, and instead of coming up with answers, if somebody comes up to you and puts you down and makes comments and mean things towards you, they don't offer any suggestions or answers or help or love or advice. Burn them. Get rid of them because they just there to suck you in like a black hole and nothing. And just suck you in, man, and tear you down. And I'll tell you what, man, I've talked to some of these TIs, man, that are on their channels and all with me, and they understand and spend all this time talking to them and making conversations with them, and then they straight flipped it on me, man. They did what narcissists do, man. They sell you the good, the package. They sell it to you. Oh, look at me. I'm just like you. I'm through the same thing. Look at me. We're two birds of a feather. They're fake. They're fake. They're fake. Don't listen to them, man. You need to get your discernment up. And it's hard, man. I don't have mine up all the time either, man. But you learn, man. You start figuring, realize this. The most wisest thing I've ever realized in my life is this right here. People are not what they say. They are what they do. I'll say that again. People are not what they say. They are what they do. Words mean nada, zilch, zero, nothing, not a thing. Actions speak for everything. Actions say what a person is. True. It's true, man. How people act and walk, you'll know them according to their fruits, man. People could say one thing, man. I've learned the hard way, man, to listen to people's mouths. That's the thing about you two, man. You two listen to me here, man. We're just running our mouth, I got some serious things I'm dealing with, man. I got some serious sin issues I'm dealing with, man. I'm not living a completely holy life in every facet of my ability, man. I'm struggling, man. I pray daily for deliverance, man. I pray daily for God to send godly people into my life, man, to help me because I need help, man. I need to get up out of this hole that I'm in. I need to fight off these demonic forces, man. I need help to walk this Christian walk, man. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling, man. And the people I loved and trusted, I don't feel like I can trust half of them no more. So I'm out here just pouring out my heart, hoping that I help somebody, that I help someone. If I can help one person that's real, if I can help one person that's struggling, man, just to let you know that there's somebody out here in the world that cares about you. I love you, man. I care about you. If you reach out to me and ask me to pray for you, man, I'm not a good person. I'm not a great person, but I'm going to pray for you, man. If you want that prayer, you sincerely want it, I'm going to stop. I'm going to pray for you. I'll probably put it right there in the comments right there. I'll pray for you out loud, man, because you're a person, man. And I'm supposed to serve others, and I'm supposed to love my neighbor as myself. And that's one of the few things that I can do is pray for you, man. is love my neighbor as myself. I can pray for you. I don't have much that I can do for you, man. I can give you advice. I can talk to you, man. But my ability to fix your situation, I can't do it, man. But I can do what Galatians 6:2 says. It says, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. I'll say it again, Galatians 6:2. Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. You know somebody loves you. It's not when you're at your good times. It's when you're at the bottom, man. When you're at the absolute bottom and everybody in this world is forsaking you, those people that stand next to you and walk with you and talk with you and hold you up, man. People dog Job's friends, but Job had 3 friends sit in the dirt with him, man, and at least try to help him. So I'm not going to be too hard on Job's friends. They didn't have the answers, but at least they were there for him, man. That's what's important, because this world will sell you out, man. People will sell you out left and right. Loyalty is not at a premium, man. To you, to most people, you don't mean nothing, man. You're just another person for them to use for whatever their benefit is. If you're not usable, then they'll toss you out like the bathwater, man. It's the raw truth, man. I'm sorry to tell you the world's like that. So when you find loving people, man, you better hold on to them, and you better show them you appreciate them. You better give it back to them as much as you can. Because when you get forsaken by everybody, man, then you can know what it's like to be like Jesus. He came into his own received him not, man. All his 12 disciples, Judas sold him out for silver. Even Peter denied him 3 times and the cock crowed, you know. None of the disciples was there when Jesus was on the cross. You know who was there? The women, the Marys, his mother, and the women were there. All the disciples, those 12 men were gone in the wind. You know, the same ones that brought us the gospel, man, that wrote the books of the New Testament, man. They denied Jesus, man. And he picked them. That's got a lot to say, man, about how people are. Even the ones that Jesus picked, one of them betrays him, and the other 11 dust into the wind. And the one he called a rock denied him 3 times, man. He said, I don't know the man. He cursed him. So, you know what, man? All I can tell you, man, is that you're not alone. You're not alone. God's there with you in the trial. Keep calling out to him. Keep reaching out to him, man. You're not alone. I don't know you. I'm maybe a million miles away from you. I might be in another country. I'm in another state, another portion of the world. But I love you, man, because I'm here and we're going through the same tribulation together. You're a human being. You bleed just like I do. You breathe just like I do. You think just like I do. You hurt just like I do. You feel joy just like I do. You feel pain just like I do. We're brothers in this experience and sisters in this experience, man. And so we got to be here to love one another, man. Love you one another. I've loved you, man. For love does his neighbor no harm. If people are doing you harm, it's not being loving. When people are calling you crazy and putting you down and stomping on you and squashing on you and saying all manners of falsehood against you, they ain't showing no love. They're not. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy, does not keep a record of wrong. Love suffers long. What is it? Love, I can't remember all of them, man. And then in the end, hold up, keeps no account of records wrong. Love is not prideful. Love does not boast. Love never fails. If someone never fails you, you know they love you, man. They're patient with you. They're kind with you. You know, they suffer long with you. They bear with you. They're not pride or boastful or arrogant towards you. Those are the actions of love, man. If they're doing anything out there, watch their fruit, man. Go read Corinthians 13. Get your book in that nose and see what love is, man. And try to start acting it out, because we're not very loving by nature, man. That's what Christ does in us, man. He gives us love. For, you know, he loved us while we were yet sinners. He died for us. While we're still in sin, he died for us. Not while we were good and cleaned up and righteous, man, but while we were messed up in our problems. He died on a cross. He shed his blood. He took on sin. That's love, man. Someone who does it. Love isn't based on what you do. It's based on the person. You know, it's based in them. When somebody really loves you, like your parents, I don't know, like you had parents that really loved you, or if you, I had my grandparents really loved me. Nothing, their love wasn't based on me, man. It was based on the love that was inside of them. It was based on the heart that they had. It was inside. It was an overflow of their being, an overflow of their heart, and that's where love comes from. Look for that, man. Be that. Be that overflow, man. Jesus said, whoever believes on me in this way, out of him shall flow rivers of living water. So flow some water, man. Let it flow out, man. Even if you're falling, man. Even if you're at the bottom, man. Even if you're struggling, man. Keep trying to love. Keep trying, man. Don't give up. Don't let your heart become so hard and cold that life's not worth living no more. And you become just like these people that are instigating us and following us and trying to deceive us and kill us and ruin us and bring us down to Sheol. Don't be them, man. Don't be them. Fight. Fight. No matter where you're at. I don't care right now what you're doing, man. How bad you are, man. You can still love. You can still be good to somebody, man. I've met some crackheads on the street, man, that are some of the best people I ever met in my life, man. Some street thugs and some street people growing up. I grew up on the streets, man. So I know all sorts of people, man. And you know what? Those have been some of the nicest people and the kindest and the most honest people to me in my life, man. Were people on the streets that was having hard times because they wasn't lying about what they was coming from. They was real about what they was at in life, man. So in return, man, I've always tried to love those people, man. I've always tried to give back to those people, man, and not judge anybody, man, because Jesus didn't. You know, Jesus doesn't care whether you're a president or a head on the street, man. He's not a respecter of persons, man, and he loves the same. And he died and he shed his blood just the same. In fact, he said, if you have a feast, if you have a banquet, don't call in the people that everybody else calls in. Call in the nobodies, call in the tax collectors, call in the sinners, call in the ugly of the uglies, the worst of the worst, and have them sit down, and then you'll be blessed by the Father in heaven. Then you're blessed when you call that kind of banquet, but not when you call in the ones that everybody in the world cares about. Then you're just doing like the world does, man. You know, don't condescend to men of highest to the highest states, but go down to the lowly, to the meek, to the nobody, man. When you can love those people, man, that says something. It means that you're no respecter of persons. You realize you ain't crap either. Ain't none of us crap, man. Ain't none of us worth nothing. Our worth isn't based in us, man. Our worth is based in God's love for us. He loves us and he died for us. And that's why we have worth, not based on how good or bad we are, because we're all bad. The best of best people is a liar. They're a liar, and the truth is not in them, man, because we're all sinners, man. Every one of us, man. Every one of us is broke and broke the commandments. And if you've broken one, you've broken them all, man. So be careful who you watch on these channels out here, man. If they start doing negative comments, I mean, you know what? Just block them. If you want to keep them up there, they're going to waste your energy and your time. I pray for them right there. I'll rebuke them, pray for them, and then I'll cut them off. Just block them, man. You don't need that time in there. That's more time and energy they got to spend to assault and attack you, man. Cut them out because they're deceiving. They're talking to other people in your chats and in your comments, and they're leading people astray, man. And they're deceiving others by assaulting you, man, and bringing you down. So cut them out, man. And if they think they got all the answers they seem to together, that's probably a problem because we're not all together. We're struggling. And if you're real, you're struggling. And if you got it all together, you're probably not struggling, mate, because you'd be up under attack like we are. So I'm just keeping it real, homies. I'm just keeping it real. Um, You know, I say right now, man, if I'm out to deceive anybody, God kill me right now. Just kill me. Just destroy me, man. Just destroy me right now. Let me die on camera so I can prove to these people, man, I'm still alive. Satan is a liar. He doesn't win. Read the end of the book, man. He loses. No matter what happens to any one of us, that nigga loses. He's done. He's cooked, man. And so is all these people that are bowing down before him, bending the knee, man, and worshiping him with their mouth, man. I'll say sometimes, man, I got sin in my action, man. I got to kill because that's bad. It's our life, man. It's not godly. But, man, I'm not about to bow down, bend my knee, and lift my voice to Satan. It ain't about to happen, man. I'm not doing it, man. There's some things I have. Maybe it's my own pride that does that, but I'm not going to bow my mouth and spend up praises to the Satan. I'll give my praise to the Most High. I'll give my praise to Yeshua, his son, man. I'll bless his name. I'll praise his name, the name of the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach. I give him praise. I give him glory for the one who shed his blood. I give his name glory, for there is none like him. There is the Most High God. There's none above him. There's none beside him. Only he is holy. He is the creator of all things. He has made all things. He has made all things according to the works of his hands. About, without him, there's nothing. Without them, there's no breath. There's no universe. There's no stars. There's no earth. There's no humans. There's no animals. There's no plants. There's no nothing. So praise the Most High, man. Give glory to the Creator, man. Give glory to him, man, who makes our hearts beat and gives us breath, who makes the sun to shine on the just and the unjust. It gives rain to us all, man, who's good to all. Give praise to him because he's the righteous one, man. That he's a truthful God and a faithful God. Yo, real TIs, we need to look out for each other. We need to be praying for each other. We need to be helping each other and doing Galatians 6:2 as much as we can, man, because the days are evil, man. So be blessed. I send my love and my prayers, and I pray the Lord and his Holy Spirit be close to everyone here that's under my voice, and that he help y'all, man, that he help you to turn from sin, that he help us all, man, to find victory over sin in our daily lives, man, and find a love for him and a love for his word and for his son and for all people on the earth, especially his people. So take care. Have a good night, man. Sleep well and be blessed. I'll talk to you tomorrow if I'm still here. Peace.